Hello Divine Ones, this is Ashley, and this week's spirit animal is the spider. Some of the attributes or spiritual meanings of the spider are time, patience, creativity, calculation, craftiness, strategy, intelligence, creation, mystery, traps, and also gossip, rebirth, karma, left brain and right brain, androgynous energy, twin flame union, divinity, and genius. So some of these are not traditional meanings of the spider. Some of these are channeled meanings of the spider, such as gossip, and I will explain that a little bit later on in this video. The androgynous energy, because of the left brain, right brain, the spider has 8 legs, and so with the 8 legs you have 4 on each side, and that represents the androgyny energy, that represents the balancing of the masculine and feminine energy, which is also another meaning for divinity, because if you think about divinity, divinity is not just one thing. Divinity is the totality of creation itself. And genius, and so the reason why I believe that the divine spirit had genius on this list of attributes is because of the quality of the spider that the spider energy offers, as far as being crafty, cunning even. In one of the African traditions, the popular story is the story of Anansi, the spider. Anansi the spider was known to be a trickster. And so to be a trickster, you have to be able to read energy and work with energy, almost spinning the web. So I do encourage you to check out the other videos on this playlist, but as well, the Twin Flame Starseed Bible study and decoding for this week. It deals with the spider energy using the biblical text. So that leads me into some of the mythological stories in regards to the spider energy. So in ancient Egypt, the goddess Neith or Neth is the goddess of spinning and of weaving of destiny. Another popular goddess, and we actually covered this in the Goddess Athena series. So anyways, so Arachne, and that's where we get the name spider from. And with this goddess, she was known for her skills in weaving. But, you know, also the goddess Athena as well, with weaving, is one of her special qualities. So she challenged the goddess Athena to a weaving competition, and she won. And out of fear of losing, the goddess Athena turned her into a spider. So hence the name Arachne that we have now. In one of the popular Japanese folklore, 𝐿𝙍𝙀𝘼𝙗, translated as prostitute spider, would transform herself into a seductive woman to allure passing samurai and to convince them to marry her. So that's where we get the interpretation of the spider being the feminine energy. But I believe that the spider is not just the feminine energy, because also the spider is in relation to the 13th moon cycle. So the 13th moon cycle is also associated with feminine energy. But like I was saying, that with that balancing of the energy on both sides, or with the both legs, that is more so of a masculine and feminine balancing of the energy. So that's the reason why I more so consider the spider as an androgynous energy. But you can, if you are using this to decode dreams or decode in tarot or in the biblical text, you can also relate the spider with the feminine energy in the 13th moon cycle, which takes me into another spirit animal, which would be the turtle. So you can check that video as well as blog post out. And speaking of blog posts, you can also check this blog post out on www.fd11-11ministries.org. Picked it as a small hero in the biblical text in the biblical story of David. Before King David became King David, he was on the run from King Saul, and while he was hiding in a cave, the divine instructed the spider to weave a spider web over the entrance of the cave, and so he was concealed in the cave because of the spider's web hid him. So moving on to dreams and spiders. So first I want to take this opportunity just to share a dream that I had years ago. I was sort of kind of like in the limbo state, if you will. And I was dreaming, and there was a spider web, and there was a spider, and one of the spider's legs was pointing upward. And there was some dew on the spider web, but then it was eggs that were being hatched throughout from the spider's belly region, or from the abdomen region, and they started to hatch. First they came out, and then they started to hatch. And so the numbers that came up with that dream was the number 49 and the number 51 is actually in relation to Jacob's ladder as well. And I wrote a in-depth blog post about Area 51 and the portal activity with Area 51 and Jacob's ladder, and how the ascension comes through the Jacob's ladder. When you go to the Hebrew language, that the number associated with ladder in the Hebrew language is 51, and you can check that blog post out because I break down each one of the letters in the Hebrew alphabet in relation to number 51. And so one thing, this is channeled right now, that the number 49, and the reason why the divine spirit went from 49 to 51 is because the quantum leap. That the spider, although it has intricate detail with the spider web and with weaving, and it's just something that is ingrained within the spider energy, that 41 and skipping from, from the 49, skipping from 49 to 51 is like represents a quantum leap. So that represents a regeneration and a rebirth, but it also represents, with that number 49 with the patience, but the quantum leap with the number 51. So with that 51 in Jacob's ladder, that is also talking about ascension, awakening, and chakra balancing. So check that blog post out for more information about that and the Jacob's ladder. But I want to share that with you guys. And so, but real quick though, going to those eggs, and those eggs being released from the spider's abdomen, and those eggs hatching, that represents gossip. I didn't realize that until, really honestly, years later. I would always think about that dream, and then the divine spirit brought that interpretation. The spiders and the eggs hatching represents gossip. Some of the other interpretations, like the spider web, can represent complex or confusing situations and relationships. A spider biting you in a dream represents a cruel act, or more so like words that can cut through the flesh, or that can cut to the heart from a loved one. A spider crawling on you represents, in a dream, represents someone being annoying, or maybe even a small petty threat. The spider being beheaded in a dream represents leadership being taken down. So if you are in the leadership role, then you should probably watch your steps. If you are up for a leadership role, then the person in the current leadership role will be taken out. A spider in your personal space, such as your bed or even on your head, represents, I hear common threats, but I also hear an invasion of privacy. Spiders being killed in your dream represents a mistaking of identity. If someone else is killing spiders, like if they're squishing them or stepping on them, that represents mistaken identity. If you're the one that is killing the spiders, that means that you could have accused somebody of something that they did, or mistaken something that they did for wrongdoing. But these are some of the common interpretations as far as myself, and through working with different individuals and working with the energies that come to me and with my spirit guides. So I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, as well as leave a comment. You can leave some stories or interpretations that you have heard over the years regarding spiders. Make sure you check out this playlist, as well as share if you care. All of that helps our analytics here. For those that have given the 613 higher wisdom, higher knowledge, energetic exchange, also known as a donation, thank you guys for that. That link is down below. And shouts out to the Patreon family. Thank you for your continued support. You help keep this ministry going, as well as all of you guys, and for your continued support. If you want to join that family over there, that link will be down below. And in exchange for your continued support, you will receive a free energetic reading. So you guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can receive notifications. So until next time, you guys, make sure that you check out the TWINFLAME Starseed Bible Study, the Primitive Fridays, all of that. Okay, this is Ashley. Peace.